Hello, Aries, and welcome back. And if you are new here, I love you already. This is going to be a reading for love and relationships for the month of June. And my name is Stephen, and let's get right into it. We're going to do it in three parts. The first is your state of mind, where you're coming from. And then we're going to have a look at your path through June, and then we're going to do some clarification right at the end with a couple of cards from the universe. Let's get right into it. So, Aries, the card that represents you this month is the King of Cups, and this is a beautiful card. If we're talking about love and relationships, the King of Cups is like the best place to be in. It's a card of self-love. It's a card of support around you, love around you, love inside of you. It's you kind of being in that compassionate self with yourself this month. Your challenge though, Aries, is I think during this month, because you're in a scenario where there's a lot of love around you, you might feel a little isolated at times during this month. But that's just your challenge, just to, when that comes up, to kind of look at it, deal with it, breathe it in, let it breathe out. Challenges are challenge. Life is fluid. In your heart space, I've got the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is you like fantasizing about the love that you want or need in your life, even with your current partner, like wanting to step up the the passion, maybe the physical passion in your life. It's kind of like you being in a space of yeah. We can make this more. We can make this more in bed. We can make this more in walking around, in shopping mall, holding hands, showing more affection. So that's what that's where your heart space is, and your head space. You have the lovers. It's like yeah, I see you. I see you having met somebody new, and you're in this amazing state of love. And this is like soulmate card. So yeah, I certainly see that. For me, it looks like specifically that something new has happened, and you've been elevated to this state of love and soulmateship. It's a beautiful place to be in, because where you're coming from is the sun, and that for me just looks like, so this could be like May, April, or whatever. Like you've met somebody new and you just feel like the blessings are coming down on you, and it's new, and you're moving from, oh my God, is this real, to wow, this could be the one. This could be the one, and it's kind of igniting fantasies of looking forward and imagining yourself in the future with this person, like a long-term future, like everything you wanted. And I see it working, certainly in the month of June. The Six of Wands is the victory card. So I see things progressing and working out for you as the month goes on. What a beautiful space, Aries. So let's have a look at June for you. Oh, got one that wants to pop out. So in your headspace, the kind of little negative voice in your head, I have the Chariot for you, and the Chariot in this space is like you wondering if you're actually in control. Maybe this thing's moving forward really quickly for you, and I think at times during the month you're going to feel a little out of control. but it's just a negative space in your head. This is not real. This is you, like, you thinking it's moving too quickly. But that's just a little insecurity, Aries. Because the environment you're operating in this month of the Two of Coins, and that just means a lot of stuff's going on for you. It's you juggling the happiness that you're dealing with and kind of juggling it with what other stuff is going on in your life. So maybe like you're really busy at work and you just wish you had more time to spend with this person. So be prepared for that and plan yourself around that. Just be aware that stuff around you might be a little busy. And at times you're going to feel like, oh my God, I really want to do this, but now I've got this other commitment on. But just with a little bit of planning, And then your advice is a Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords can always look like an ugly card, especially in this deck. It's like this warrior with 10 swords, spiked inside of him. But in this position, it's the universe saying, don't let the juggling and the rest of the stuff around you get you down. Okay. Don't let yourself feel overwhelmed this month, because things are moving really quickly for you. And as I say, you might feel a little bit out of control. And at times you're going to think, what if this ends? But the universe is saying, leave that shit behind. Just because what might have happened to you in the past, Aries, doesn't mean it's going to happen to you this time. Because your provisional outcome is the Magician, and the Magician is you have everything you need to cope with this. You have everything you need to cope with the speed at which this is happening, even if sometimes it feels like it's a little out of control. You have all the tools that you need. So let's just clarify this outcome and see, what's happening a little bit into the future. Okay, Aries. So for me, it looks like whatever's happening now is going to be a challenge for you, and the challenges are this. Let me explain to you. The Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is you having to figure out, you're in a space, there's no going back now, So you've got to plot a way forward. And that's going to be a challenge for you, because if this is happening really quickly for you and it feels a little bit out of control, at some point in June and going ahead, you're going to have to make a decision. There's no going back now. And you're going to have to think about what's happening going forward and make those decisions. And I see you even, the Nine of Wands, feeling like at times this month, it might even feel like you're being a little bit stifled because of the way it's moving. Like you're having to change an element of your life to cope with this new way of life. And then as your final outcome, you have the Five of Swords. And for me, the Five of Swords is usually a card of warning or deception or something like that. But in this position, and having a look at it with the rest of the cards, I see this card as you saying, in my past, it now feels like in my past, I've given away too much, or the other person has taken too much from me. You're going to have that realization of, wow, this is so good. It actually feels like the people that I've been with before have been robbing me of something. And I come back to this Nine of Wands, is like you finding the peace that's going to bring you into the Ten of Wands, which is like the burden lifting, if you like. because I see nothing but victory and happiness. I've got couples all over the place. I mean, you're coming from this position in the sun. We've got the Lover's card just crowning you. We've got the Magician, which means you have all the tools. We've got the Chariot, which means things are moving really quickly. We've got the Six of Wands, which is you in a state of victory. Aries, yeah. So how I see this month for you playing out is, in terms of relationships or love, it's going to move really, really quickly. And my advice to you is let it run. Don't dwell too much on how your past relationships have worked out. Aries, if that resonates with you, if you like that, please push the like button. It helps my channel a lot. And subscribe and come back. And I'll see you again soon.